Good day everyone and welcome to Exile News, the week show that brings you all the important news and informations on Path of Exile. And starting the week with some Harvest community fan art, and it's literally all Oshabi. So if you're an Oshabi fan, definitely check it out. If you're not, well, I do not recommend this one for once, even though personally I really enjoyed this type of art. Also, we got kind of a sneak peek into the latest patch, which is the 3.11.1, but that was just early in the week. Later on we get the full patch notes, so we're gonna just jump into that. And we also got a news post about Oshabi, on how it got created, what it was meant to be, how it came to be, what was the idea behind it, and how it actually became what it became. It's not that long, so if you're actually interested in a bit of game design, or if you're interested in Oshabi itself, definitely read it out. Otherwise, there's also the winners for the latest competition, which was the boss kill event on PC on Hardcore Solo Self-Found. And congratulations to Waggle, the first one to do it and win the Alienware. Also congratulations to Exile, who's actually been chosen among the 3,502 other characters who managed to kill the boss and won a laptop also. Again, these guys, congratulations to them as well, because they won a full Stygial microtransaction package, which is pretty amazing. Definitely not that many well-known names, except Waggle, I guess. Maybe I'm just out of the loop, but yeah, definitely not the biggest name that we're used to see, and that is nice because that creates actual competition in the game. Also, there's been some changes to the crafting in Harvest, which is basically a post from GGG to say how they fucked up at the beginning of the league, where basically at the beginning some of the crafts were like disabled, like completely disabled at higher levels, and then they hotfixed that and it made things even worse, with the chances to actually get the craft to be really low. So yeah, they actually kinda had to fix everything else in the new patch 3.11, which you're gonna see in a little. But first, this is pretty much how GGG tells us what they did wrong and how they plan to just make it better. Yeah, they just say they actually had a discussion and a review, internal review, about how they handled processes like this, because they're definitely not pleased with what happened. And well, I mean, it's not as bad as some other leagues, but still it's pretty bad, considering that crafting in Harvest is pretty much the one point above everything. So yeah, not really good. And then the 3.11.1 patch was released and we got the full patch notes. So basically, as far as General Harvest goes, T2, 3 and 4 seeds, when you harvest them, you have a chance to drop a new plantable seed, which affects planted seed around it, granted nearby seeds additional properties on being harvested. So basically you get more crafting options, and that's definitely really good. Also, if you drop a T2, 3 or 4 seed, there is a chance for an additional seed of the same tier to drop for your party member and be allocated to them as well. So this looks like it's much better to be done in a party right now, but we'll see how that goes. Also, there's a couple other improvements, like general quality of life improvements, and several fixes to some bugs, I guess. I mean, not like there aren't any, but it's not going that bad anyway. Also, there are other improvements to the crafting in Harvest. First up, the likelihood of getting a T2 seed dropping from a T1 seed or T1 monster is actually doubled, which is pretty much well, very big, I guess. Also, they adjusted the weighting of the outcomes from the tier 1 seeds. So, for example, the most desirable mods, like removing a modifier, adding a modifier, you know, the big stuff, is significantly more common, which is pretty nice to know, because that is pretty much all the leagues revolves around. So, if you can get it in 1,000 times, that's pretty boring, and people will just quit. Also, the growth times of T1 seeds are now all 3 growth cycles instead of 5, except the rarest ones. So yeah, if you don't know which one are the rarest, it's definitely the ones with a bigger or a longer growth cycle. Also, the best seeds are only dropped from level 68 or above. Harvest crafts are sorted differently now, first up by their function and then by their costs. And they can no longer be used on itemized beasts, which is a random one, but yeah, I guess that's how it got used in a very uncommon way. Again, a lot of bug fixes and some fixes to the heart of the groove, and even more bug fixes done here, actually also including the new change to the cluster jewels, where the sockets are basically an enchantment on its own, they cannot be rerolled, so you actually have a chance of getting your favorite jewel with also some sockets. Also, actually, there's a free Angel and Demons mystery box, which is one of the rarest occasions from GGG, and this one is to celebrate the anniversary of their Korean community. And well, all you have to do is log in your account, open the in-game shop, and you will receive the mystery box. It will automatically be added to your account, so check your stash, or actually your premium stash, and you should find it there. So the offer is ending pretty much tomorrow. Well, this time is dependent on your own time zone, but it's not that much from now, so be sure to get your own until it goes off. And the offer is also available on PS4 and Xbox One, which is actually pretty amazing. And yeah, I guess that was all for this week, so if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Also, if you want to remain updated every week, be sure to subscribe to my channel. That was all, I've been your host Zorzo, and I'll see you guys the next time.